Greetings, family. How are you? I hope all is well with you, all is well with me. For those who do not know me, my name is Lesline. You can call me Miss L. A couple of days ago, I put up a post regarding unpacking your trauma. I'm coming on because I had a question. What's the best way to deal with your trauma? Trying to get into the right angle here. So, just to let you know, I am at the beach. Well, I'm at the pool today, my favorite spot. I haven't been coming in a while, and I decided to come here today, and it's so nice and hot. So, if you see the sweat pouring down, I do apologize. And if you are in a very cold place right now, again, I do apologize. Get here. Get here and start to live your best life, especially if you hate winters. I never liked the winters. People would ask me, well, when were you born? And I give them the month, and they're like, oh, but then you should know. I don't. I don't. I could be born in January or February and still hate the winters. I just don't like cold. And I had always imagined being somewhere where I could be in flip flops and a bathing suit all day. And so right now I am living that dream. But I got here and realized after talking with and meeting lots of other people that came here from the West that if they were not mindful, they would start to bump into people. I imagine like what's that ping pong game? What is it called? Um, my mind is going blank. When you have that machine, it's vintage, and you press the button and the ball would fling, and when it came back down, you would whack the lever, and then the ball would and bells would go off. There was bells and whistles and all of this alarming sound, and then the ball would come down, and yeah, that. If it comes to me, I'll say it. If it doesn't come to me, could you write it in the comment box? Because I'm here now, and there are a lot of things that I do not have to think about anymore. And sometimes the words are like, because I haven't, because the ping pong is the table, right? Anyway, I saw that same thing happening. People bumping into people and noises going off, bells and whistles. And I'm thinking, oof, we gotta unpack this. We came here in a rush, some of us, threw the stuff in a suitcase, checked it in, and unpacked it. And it's sitting right up there. Or maybe it's right in here. Well, how about it's in the heart? Maybe it's in the heart. And what we need to do is to find healing and understanding for how and why we respond certain ways, and then come up with different ways on how to do it. They call that therapy. That is the buzzword on the street. I've been in therapy, I've done the work. I'm looking for someone who's whole. I'm looking for someone who's emotionally available. I'm looking for. And my question to you is, how are you going about getting that done? Do you want to I won't say you, because it's always about my transformation. I was wondering what's ideal for me. Finding a way to unpack my trauma on the couch, or finding my way to unpack my trauma on the mats. Hence, Ma'at on the mat. Using the 7 principles. I think I've gone over 3. In the next video, we'll go back to those 3 principles and then I'll add another one on. But learning how to find the balance in our emotions and our thoughts and the words that come out of our mouth. Also, finding balance with how we allow people to treat us, how we allow people to communicate with us is a part of your therapy. Because if you find yourself going, I'm just not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna do anything, and eventually the situation will pass. Ignoring the problem doesn't make it go away. Eventually, the body is going to have to respond to that conflict. And a lot of times, therapy is needed, or what is the word I'm trying to find? Because, I don't write this stuff down. I'm just telling you, giving you my expression here and now. There are no notes. Therapy allows you to unpack those feelings. Or can you imagine you're a doctor, you're a surgeon, and there's some pain and you're cutting into the flesh and the muscles to get to that place where there's pain and you are examining it. Maybe you have to take a piece of it out and see what it looks like and put it under a microscope. I don't believe that all pain is bad. Pain is an indication that's given off from the nerve cells of the body that something is not right in that moment. And then we're given the opportunity to cut it open, dig it out, put it under the microscope, look at it, deal with it, call it what it is, get rid of it, find out as we sew the wounds back up how we can heal, and get on with our lives. And there may be more than one way to find healing. I told you in my other video, I started running. Next thing I knew, I was training for a marathon, running 26.2 miles. I thought to myself, I think I was suffering from postpartum depression. Didn't know it at the time, but I needed something to help me. Now, I could have been on the couch complaining about all the things that I had been going through and why I picked this man and that man and why the relationship didn't work out, and it may or may not have helped. But I honestly think that by being active and staying in the moment and listening to my breath as I ran, that connection of breath and movement, a yoke, to quiet those voices, to let everything go, and to breathe. And so I enjoy movements, whether it's yoga, whether I do my workout here at the pool. Before, when I would take long walks, I want to revisit long walks on the beach now that it's getting a little bit more cooler, and the beach is just so beautiful. But it allows me an opportunity to unpack my emotions as I'm moving. But then it allows me to take in the beauty of where I am and give thanks for the sun on my skin, and maybe the taste of chlorine water on my lip at the time, and just hearing the sound of the birds and the ocean roaring in the background. And that for me is what allows me to find healing. And when I find myself bumping into people and I hear the bells and whistles and the lights going off, I know I have to go somewhere and find my center, examine what happened, figure it out, inhale, exhale, let it go, and move on. Now, I remember somebody saying that you should not be in therapy for 10 years. Oh, well, we got conflict in our lives until the day we die. Therapy or the need to unpack feelings are going to happen on a regular basis. You may not be unpacking the same things, or maybe those things are more deeply rooted and causes you to react a certain way, and so you have to. I don't think that anyone should put a time. It's like, to me, it's like yoga or any type of movement. You're not going to do it till you get to where you are. Once you get to where you are, you have to continue doing it to maintain it. So it's something that is a lifetime. It's a lifetime. And it's learning how to manage it, and it's learning how to be an overcomer. I think that's all I got for today. Does that make sense to you? I hope so. Once again, I want to say thank you to my new subscribers. Now, my son said to me, I'm supposed to say this at the beginning, middle, or the end, or end of my spiel, and I never do. So I'm going to tell you, please do me a favor. Like the video or dislike it. It's up to you. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Click the notification bell. Oh, did you see that bug? There's a bug. I am not going to panic I'm not going to panic right now, but I think a bug has landed in my hair. I'm not going to panic. So I'm going to exit now. This is a part of my transformation. It's just a bug, yeah? And when I'm done, I will knock it out of my hair and I'm going to get on with my life. So that being said, I'll see you later. Namaste and Ashe. Bye, y'all.